I decided to try my hands on peanut burger. Ghanaians will say peanut burger. Okay, so I actually used fried peanuts. I actually made sure I picked nice one from the vendor I bought it from. So I used the regular measuring cups, and I measured out 2 cups of peanuts, as you can see in this video. Then for the dry ingredients, I use flour, I use not dry milk, I use powdered milk, I use pinch of salt, because remember there is salt in fried peanuts if you're using fried one, and feel free to use the raw one. It also comes out well, which I'll be trying out in my next video. Then I use 3 whole eggs, and I use instead of using the normal regular vanilla essence, I use milk zest. I actually like the aroma of milk zest. I don't know, during the days of when they started baking, all these flavors are not really popular. Now a lot of flavors are in the market. So start by adding sugar in your egg and the flavor. Mix everything together and set it aside. Guys, when I had the idea of like coming up with the idea to try this peanut burger, I was like, okay, it's going to be interesting. Let me see. But I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Hey, please, these peanut burger vendors, how do you people do it? I know there must be a machine somewhere that helps you guys to do it in bulk, because this is not something I want to do every time. I don't even want to sell this at all. I cannot do it. It's so much work. I'm telling you, you don't even need to go to gym anymore if you do this every time. This stress is too much. Just this little one I did, my body is in pain. All right. So your dry ingredients are all properly mixed together, set aside. Milk, egg and sugar and your flavor is mixed together. So the next thing to do is to pick your granules, remove the bad ones, make sure there is no sand or stones. Then put in a bowl. The first step is to sprinkle the liquid mixture first. That's the egg mixture. Sprinkle it, then sprinkle your flour and toss it. Hey, the work is in tossing. Dog. Oh God, don't mind me. I'm just laughing at myself because I really passed through something else when I was doing this. It wasn't a joke. And again, the angle where my camera is, it's another thing again. I was just trying my best to, get a perfect video, but still, anyway, manage it like that. So I was using this stainless bowl, but it seems to be very small. It wasn't really tossing the granules the way I wanted, so I changed to my plastic wider bowl. So the work is in tossing. You have to toss it in this circular motion, in circular motion to get everything coated. I think I did this about 4 times and I gave up. But normally they said you have to do it like 6 times, like repeat the same process like 6 times to be able to get enough flour and egg coated in your burger. So my dear, it wasn't easy. So this is how I did it. Like I said, it's my first time. I am not perfect in this. No, I am not. As you're learning, I'm also learning. But like they said, practice makes perfect, or whatever, perfection, however they said it. But you understand what I mean. You need to try something and do it and do it and do it until you become one of the gurus, one of the one of the masters in it. It's just like when you wake me up and ask me about yogurt, I will answer you. Ask me about cakes and I will answer you. Pastries, I will answer you. But there are some things, so we cannot know everything. We learn every day. So this is my own learning process, and I decided to share with you guys. For people like me that wakes up midnight looking for what to chew, looking for something light to chew, I don't know whether it's only me or people. Some people are also like that. Guys, I think this is going to be a good option. Peanuts. It has flour. It has it has lots of things that can actually hold your stomach if you're hungry when you wake up midnight. So I think this is one of the snacks that you can actually, do at home and store it in your airtight container. And I believe it can last a little while. It's like the texture and process and everything is like making a chin chin. It's really nice. Guys, this is the amount I could do. This is not easy to do at all. So as I was doing it, I already have my oil on the fire heating up. So it's the same temperature like when you're frying your chin chin. It's still the same thing. So to try to test your oil, just put some of the chips in oil. If it bubbles, then the oil temperature is okay. Or if you don't want to waste your chips, you can actually sprinkle some flour. Once the flour bubbles comes up, it doesn't settle on the bottom of the pan, then the oil is ready. So you fry on your low medium heat, not too high and not too low. If it's too low, it will soak the oil, and if it's too high, it will not fry perfectly. So that's it. And don't go anywhere when you're frying it, because it can easily brown. And stir occasionally so that they can fry evenly. You don't have some of this white and some of this some will be brown, some will be white. You don't want that. So don't go anywhere when you're frying it. Stir occasionally, and that's it. Once it browns, don't allow it to brown like thick brown, okay? Once it browns, you just bring it out, because as it's cooling down, it's also browning. So don't let it brown totally. Then package your thing and enjoy. So after frying my chips, I allowed it to cool down on a tray. After cooling down, see the way it looks. It's not perfect, but Charlie, I'm tapping myself at the back. I really tried. I'm telling you, it's not easy. But just allow it to cool. Once it cools down completely, okay, then you can now put in your packaging in your rubber bag or in a container. I use them my fruit juice container. I also use it for yogurt. I use the container because I know I can easily cook it and air will not enter inside. Please do not store your peanut burger when it's still warm, because if you store it when it's still warm, the moisture from the heat from the peanuts will stay inside, making your chips not to last longer than it should. So allow it to cool down completely before you package it. I mean, you can actually sell your peanut burger in this kind of container. I think I've seen people doing that. Just put it in your container and put your sticker. Display on your showcase or on your counter at the shop. Yeah, so this is how I did it, and now I can wake up midnight if I feel like soaking gari midnight. I can use it to soak my gari and enjoy it, or chew it while watching movies. So yeah, this is how I made it. I hope you try, but please let your own be better than mine. Alright guys, thank you for watching. See you guys in my next video. And please do not forget to share, like, and keep on supporting this channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Okay? Thank you and God bless you.